All right. I guess I guess I could give my reactions to the Joe Schoen presser. I, I don't I don't put any kind of trust or faith or interest in when a GM talks pre-draft to the media or the press. What the fuck is he gonna say that is gonna change unless he's just flat out dumb? Like he's not gonna tip his card, he's not gonna show his cards, keep his cards close to the chest. Like he's not gonna say anything of any real significance or importance. So I don't know why this is even worth my breath. But here we go. Uh he agrees that this draft is deep at the receiver position. I mean, the fact that there's three guys that we can consider with our first pick, and we should be happy with any of the three is like saying something. He spoke highly of Jalen Hyatt, Wandale, and Darius Slayton. With regards to Darius Slayton not coming to the voluntary workouts, um, it's happened before, and he understands it. He's good friends with Slayton's agent. He understands. He understands why he's not there. So, I guess you don't want to make a mountain of a molehill, but I will. He signed a deal a little over 12 months ago. It was a 2-year deal. Is this now him coming back and saying, I want more money? What a fucking roller coaster for Darius Slayton. He went from you're gonna get cut if you don't take a pay cut to now I got a new deal and I want another new deal a year after signing that deal. Okay. Giants are giving Darren Waller his space as he mulls retirement. They've had conversations with his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, and they have not given Darren Waller a deadline. It sounds like it's like, Darren, you do you, dude. Like we traded for you. We wanted you to be the tight end that you've shown flashes of your potential with the Raiders, and you were like, top breakout tight end. We'd love to have that version of you. But if you really are, you feel like this is not it for you, then Godspeed. That's why you have to take a tight end in the draft. You just have to. And I don't know that it can be a fifth, sixth, fourth rounder maybe, but a fifth or sixth rounder, I don't know that's really going to help things. No setbacks with Daniel Jones. Great to hear. He progressed to running straight line and throwing as he comes back from his injury. Shane's comfortable with going into the season with the three quarterbacks they currently have, and I couldn't agree more. Drew Lock beat the Eagles. Daniel Jones won a playoff game. Tommy DeVito, undrafted, beat the Packers. It's like these. I like all three of those dudes. But, they all have. I'm not saying they're perfect. All three have their downsides and their deficiencies, but it's not. I mean, you think about the quarterback rooms that we've had over the years. Holy shit. This might be one of the better quarterback rooms that we've had in a long time. Like, name a better quarterback room. I mean, I want to say Eli Manning and David Carr was 2008, I think, was probably your best quarterback room most recently. I mean, I guess when you had Eli, Daniel Jones, 2019, that was probably the best. But since then, Tyrod's great, but I don't think so. I think we're even with last year's. I know that's insane to say because Tyrod is more experienced and has done more in his career, but that's how highly I think of Drew Lock. I just kind of like the guy. I don't know why. He's smooth, like Jagger. Offensive tackle Evan Neal is progressing well, quote unquote. Shane saw him and said he looks good and in good spirits. Cool. It's like, oh, he wasn't shit talking about Giants fans? That's good. Oh boy. That's going to be one of the interesting position battle that I'm very high on. That's what because I cannot, I just can't. I mean, I don't know. I can't see them just handing the starting job to Evan Neal. I can't see it. I see this new dude they brought in and signed who is like the opposite anti Evan Neal, where he is just like nonstop saying how happy he is to be a New York Football Giant. I honestly, I mean, you want me to put odds on it, probability? I think that dude is our starting right tackle. And I think then Evan Neal has to battle with someone else at right guard, maybe even someone we draft. Cooper Beebe, what? And this is what I kind of hinted at in the previous segment. Giants have surprisingly gotten a lot of calls from teams behind them to trade up to get the 6th spot. I didn't think I'd have as much activity at 6 from people behind me as we've gotten. So those are options too, as we look at if we go back, how far back do we want to go? Yeah. Dude, if you can pick up I mean, we only have 6 picks. If the guys you want are gone at 6, which is kind of hard to believe, unless it's a quarterback. Like if it's one of the quarterbacks, Caleb's gone, May's gone, Daniel's gone. Maybe it's Daniel's not gone. If the 3 wideouts, if it's Williams, May, Harrison, Neighbors, Odunze, and then 6 comes up and we got Daniels staring at us, and someone wants Daniels and is willing to give up a pick or 2 or 3 or 4, the quarterback tax as it were, you got to entertain it, dude. You got to entertain it. And if Jaden Daniels goes on and is like a fucking all pro for the rest of his life, I'm fine with that. That's just hard to turn down. You can then go back and maybe then you can get Brock Bowers and a nice corner. It's interesting. Oh boy. So fucking excited, dude.